moment you've been waiting for, Bob. My name is Wolverine. I also go by many other names, like Wade or Wilson. There is no Logan in my name. The social security card has it all wrong. I am the best there is at what I do, and what I do best is dying. But yet, I die so much harder than Bruce Willis that means killing off my own franchise in order for this guy to get his own. Yes. Life is so good. And, yeah. That's right. Wolverine's bloodshed was so hard that it had to bleed all over my skin in order to keep my franchise in my suit. Red, hot, and spicy, and delirious. But anyway, I hope you guys had an amazing Halloween. I know I did. God, ow. Yeah, we watched Halloween Kills. We watched the movie Halloween Kills. Not of the same studio, I know. But hey, I killed the Marvel Universe, so I could do practically whatever I want to do. So, here's what it was. It was just another sex routine. So, Vanessa was my late wife, Vanessa. My late wife, Vanessa, was Freddy Krueger, and I gotta tell you, that claw hurt. But anyway, okay, let's get down to business. So, lots of time has passed between now and the last time I saw you guys. That was when I was carrying the head of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, indicating that I am now in his shared universe now under the wing of Kevin Feige. However, all jokes aside, Marvel maggots, Halloween is over, and now it's time to get down to business. I'm your host, Paul. You all can call me Mr. Red Notice. Sterling was so kind enough to let me have a second coming on his channel, just as 20th Century Fox allowed me to have a second part to my story in my F word. From the channel that brought us the reviews to our favorite franchises, a lot of changes occur for this film, such as me turning out to be recruited to a group of other remarkable a-holes. Another group of remarkable a-holes that did not come from a galaxy far, far away. Or being given the chance to become a foster parent to a teenage mutant, even though Vanessa is dead. Nevertheless, the best thing Deadpool can do in these situations is to always give maximum effort due to minimum situations. Okay. I ain't no trainee no more. Time to get this thing lost. Okay. Alright. Let's get into it. So, Deadpool, your favorite wisecracking mercenary, meets a kid named Russell, an angry teenage mutant who lives at an orphanage. When Russell becomes the target of cable network television Verizon Wireless, a genetically enhanced soldier from the future played by Thanos, I realize that I'll be needing help saving the boy from such a superior enemy. So I joined forces with Bedlam Mattress Firm, Shatterstar, Domino's Pizza. I'm hungry, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm hungry for her, not for the pizza. And other powerful mutants to protect young Russell from cable TV and his advanced weaponry from the future that looks too much like Avengers Endgame. So, does that mean this movie copied Avengers Endgame, or did Avengers Endgame copy my film? So, alright. The follow-up to both my 2016 autobiography and the epilogue to the greatest mutant of us all. Rest in peace, man. We miss you so much. We miss you so much. Girl. Anyway, only has the superpower to keep Ryan Reynolds and company, the world, thrilled and amused. I will say that it is not guaranteed to satisfy everybody as much as the first film. This time, instead of Tim Miller, we got David Leitch. He's a leech, is exactly what you expect behind the camera. And everybody else over at Disney's 21st Century Fox are so comfortable with me as the new version of playing Ryan Reynolds in this movie. Hey, everything that made the first movie a big hit is here to stay and deliver more punches. I will say that the only downfall of watching my sequel is not having Vanessa by my side throughout, but she is with me in spirit and in stealth. Now, If I remember correctly, this was a favorite of mine and probably Sterling's. Just watching our love story evolve into something very proactive in and out of bed. Outside of the bittersweet affairs, my story here has more places to take me and more things that the budget film can do than just keep us on a highway bridge. But aside from just babysitting, what you seek lies in front of you, both on set, offset, on screen, and off screen. Again, you wanted to see the X-Men team cameo? You wanted to see your X-Men team cameo? You got it. Or you wanted to see me completely wipe out my mouthless variant from a different timeline that nobody likes, that doesn't even exist, that never really happened? You wanted to see a better ensemble of misunderstood mutants? It's all here. Time in production is money. And even if you are a free guy working with others, it still comes as a red notice with a high cost and high stakes. We have talked enough about myself and my insecurities with loneliness and depression, and this is the part where I get into the subject matter of my playmates. We have Russell Collins, aka Fire Fist, who feels like a sunspot to me when I see him and feel his pain. You all know that I was once in his shoes when I was a victim to the Weapon X program and promised to become cured of colon cancer. But we all know how that turned out. There's not much to say about Colossal Crunch or Negasonic Teenage Justin Bieber. What do you mean? Aside from that, they are always here for me when I need it the most. It was an honor to get a tour inside of the X-Mansion full of the nitpick of mutants from the studio could not afford to put in the main X-Men films. Fate was telling me to exchange one F word for another. Yeah, one F word for another. Goodbye, I won't be needing this. And when Vanessa was shot, I had to seek out a group of remarkable a-holes to create X-Force, to create the X-Force. I was going to use the name X-Factor, but it's already taken. I watch it every week on 11 Alive. Now enter Cable. Played by the Mad Titan himself, Josh Brolin's Cable would only be efficient enough for time travel here. But he never time travels like that in the MCU. Just watch Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame essentially copyrighted our characters, used that same wristy watch device to jump from one point in time to another, and they recycled that in this 3-hour to epic ensemble CGI splash. I promised you guys we would see a well-casted Cable during my Ferris Bueller post-credit scene. I hope y'all saw that. I hope y'all saw that movie from '86. If you haven't, please go see it. Tom Holland really likes it. He told me before I chopped his head off. By the way, I had more of Stephen Lang from Avatar in mind, because he's built like a general, talks like Cable, and it looks like Cable. If they cast an actor with an uncanny resemblance like Hugh Jackman, why can't they do it with Lang? If that doesn't rhyme with murder, I don't know what does, but I'll give you the definition real quick. I know that I will always have eyes for Vanessa in spirit and in stealth. But I've got the hots for Zazie Beetz, the Domino on set. I mean, my mama always told me to eat my beets, so there's no such thing. She says she has the ability to luck, but from where I come from, there's no such thing as good luck. It is called divine intervention. And divine intervention is what happens when you finally get sold back to your home instead of being kept under the license rights of a whole nother studio that ain't got nothing to do with where you came from. But if we continue to grow closer, my third film, which is currently being written by me as we speak. And after Deadpool 3, I might be taking a break from movies if I'm not wrong. But if we continue to grow closer in my third film, then she ought to give me some of her Lucky Charms without some of that organic milk, So, my sequel was given an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, recommendation on Rotten Tomatoes. So, it's fresh, just like the blood inside of my veins. Your Mirth When you take a Merc with a mouth, an anti-all-star cast, and the same big bad from the MCU, the result is doubled in some areas like the action, the comedy, and a juggernaut of violence, but is reduced in other areas like the fourth wall breaks, and my love story. So I would take the price of 86 grand out of 100. Okay, look, in dummy terms, if Sterling were here, he would say 8.6 out of 10. It's a B plus. Okay? 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 But that is my review on the Dead of the Pool Dos Deadpool. But if you agree with everything I said or not, you can feel free to leave a comment on that library of comments on the section below. And don't forget to like his channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you keep up to date with everything coming forward, everything that is going to be popping up on your spam. And most importantly, watch it from beginning to hold on. I don't even remember. I don't remember going to Scott. If that's you, why are you in my mask? I don't remember coming to Deadpool. I don't remember coming to San Francisco. I do not remember Deadpool seeking out Hank Pym for any Pym particles.